Many toxic relationship habits are baked into our culture and we end up accepting them as normal. These are some of the worst ones. There's no class in high school on how to not be a shitty boyfriend or girlfriend. Men and women are encouraged to objectify each other and to objectify their relationships. Thus, our partners are often seen as achievements or prizes rather than someone to share mutual emotional support. A lot of self help literature out there isn't helpful either. Number one, the relationship scorecard. What is it? The keeping score phenomenon is when someone you're dating continues to blame you for past mistakes. If both people in the relationship do this, it develops into what I call the relationship scorecard, where the relationship devolves into a battle to see who has screwed up the most over the months or years, and therefore who is most indebted to the other. You were an asshole. Cynthia's 28th birthday party back in 2010, and it has proceeded to ruin your life after since. Why? Because there's not a week that goes by that you're not reminded of it. But that's okay, because that time you caught your partner sending flirtatious text messages to a coworker immediately cancels the opportunity to indulge in some useful jealousy. So it's kind of even, right? Wrong. Why it's toxic? The relationship scorecard is a double whammy of suckage. Not only are you deflecting the current issue by focusing on previous wrongs, but you're gaining up guilt and bitterness from the past to manipulate your partner into feeling bad in the present. If this goes on long enough, both partners eventually spend most of their energy trying to prove that they're less culpable than the other. Rather than solving what caused the present issue, people spend all of their time trying to be less wrong for each other instead of being more right for each other. What to do instead? Deal with issues individually unless they are legitimately connected. If someone habitually cheats, then that's obviously a recurring problem. But the fact that she embarrassed you in 2010 and that now she got sad and ignored you today have nothing to do with each other. So don't bring it up. It's crucial to understand that by choosing to be with your significant other, you are choosing to be with all of their prior actions and behaviors. If you don't accept those, then ultimately you are not accepting your partner. If something bothered you that much a year ago, you should have